Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on Oakfield Farm and we're going to finish off the wheat harvest in Field 41. With our combine set up there and our tractor is already set up on course play. So that will start up when it's ready. Yeah, he's saving fuel at the moment, but we are going to jump in our combine. Start it up. And we are using GPS for this. So let's start the combine up and away we go. So hopefully this will work out quite well. I'm hoping to get through this entire wheat field today. Having taken the headlands out, there's a huge amount of it left. So it should work out quite well. We should be able to get this done in time. We are still putting straw out the back. So we are still going to be baling the rest of this field. These bales, I'm considering putting these bales in for compost straight away. It may be a case of one trailer full goes in for compost and the other goes into the shed. We do have a lot of straw bales at this point, but I want to make sure I have absolutely plenty that I will need for a long while. We've got to get through basically a year's worth of feeding the cows, giving the cows bedding and giving the pigs bedding with these bales. So we need to make sure we have a decent amount. We are 25% through on our first. Wow, we're not even through the first bit and we're 25% through. So yeah, we do have to watch that. We are going to be harvesting this realistically, so we're doing a cut through to begin with. And then we will slowly open up this cut through. Like this. And round. There we go. And into the next one. Hide the GPS because we don't need to see it at the moment. That's looking good, looking nice. It's going to get quite thin going back that way next time, but it does widen up, so it's going to be sort of cleaning up a little bit along there. But this is cutting in the same way, so we're cutting along the grain of the field. You can see that the way it was planted is the same way that we're cutting. So in real life, this prevents the combine bouncing around and causing all sorts of issues. Obviously, in game, it doesn't matter so much, but I like to try and keep it as realistic as possible. Hence the cutting like this, and hence the trying to cut it in the same way as it was planted. I'm really liking this combine. I love this combine when we were doing the headlands on it, and I'm liking it again doing the main body of the field. It's just a really nice mod. This. We'll see how the dirt textures do on it as we go through, because that is a real telltale on a mod. A telltale on a mod is how good are the dirt textures. It's a bit like when I do when I go doing a first look around a map. And I go and look at the forestry area. The forestry area tells me how much detail and how much time and effort has been put into a map. Because it's one of those areas that doesn't get a lot of play. So if the map creator has put a lot of work into an area that doesn't get a lot of play, then then they're looking at the whole map. Same here with the dirt texture. Dirt textures, while a massively important part, tend to be those things that get forgotten. There are still mods out there that have no dirt texture at all. There's some on that have fairly sloppy ones. Here comes the tractor. I love course play. And there are some that just have beautiful ones on them. So yeah, beautiful dirt textures on them. Like that New Holland actually. absolutely gorgeous dirt texture. That's a beautiful shot. As is that. Yeah, he's done. So we will put our auger back in. So yeah, we seem to be able to do. So he's hit exactly 50%. So that's perfect. Where we are, that tractor hits the 50% mark on unloading. That is absolutely perfect. It means that when he goes to tip, he should end up with an exactly full trailer, and we should have an exactly empty tank, which just makes a massive difference. Gives him plenty of time to get around and get back before we run out. And yeah, just keeps the whole field running smoothly. Means that we should, and if the course play can keep running and keep emptying us, and we can keep doing this and getting this running, then we should be good. It's a beautiful piece of kit, this John Deere. I like it a lot. Now, interestingly, we don't seem to be having a lot of a dirt texture coming through. There is a texture on it. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of a dirt texture. I can't tell at the moment, to be honest. Certainly there is on the wheels, but then we've got the wheel dirt mod. So we'll see. We'll see how dirty it gets. I will be disappointed if this combine doesn't have a decent dirt texture on it. It should do. It's one of those things that yeah, would disappoint me greatly about it, to the point where I would actually look to switch it out. I know there are other good John Deere mods in the game that I could switch it out with. Whoop. And away we go again. There we are. Even though I'm using GPS, I am still checking that my alignment is right and everything. No, everything's coming in. I think we should probably lift the comb up slightly. Oh. Turn course play off. Yeah. We've got the comb right up. We'll probably put it down a little bit. Don't want to go too deep into the crop. There we go. Just sort of carefully raking the wheat in and making sure it's in the right place. And just right, so 50% full. So the tractor comes up to us at about, I think I've got it set to about 70%, which is a good amount. Allows us to, and that, it means that the tractor comes to us well before we're full. I think it's going to have to pick us up on the return next time. We may end up, because the return is slightly smaller, and we do want to empty it out before we hit the end of the next return, simply because what we'll do next is we'll do a cutting. Now we'll be cutting back into the main body of the field again. I want to get in the middle of that stuff there. Where is he? Is he moving? He is moving. So he will come and empty us. So we'll get our auger out, as I can hear him coming. Yeah, there he is. And that will now... Do we get... Oh, we're not quite full width. What I'll have to do is I'll have to come... Before I cut in, I'll have to come back and do that. That might actually not be a bad thing. We can then go into the bit we have left. and cut into that. And that is, yeah, that's looking really cool. I'm liking that. And he's off. Oh, he's at 94%. But he'll drive at that, so that'll be fine. We're empty. Right, round we go. And we'll head back this way. Like so. And down. Just get this little bit. And yeah, I wanna position myself really well for this next bit. Because if we can do this, well, then what we'll end up with is sort of the last bit, the long bit of the field at the bottom, perfectly laid out for us. Yeah, we want to try and get in the middle of here. So we're going to see what the GPS does. We do 1, 2. I don't think we want to go more than 3. Okay. So there, and away we go. Perfect. I'm going to bring the little screen up just so that I can see what's happening there. And I love this bit of cutting through the crop. Normally, in real life, you would do this. You'd position this along a tram line, and then you just line yourself up straight across here, and it just makes it really easy to do this. Yeah, this side of the field actually is a really odd shape. We are going to end up with 1 or 2 really long runs. But not an issue, It's going to take us 2 or 3 cut-ins, I think, to get the rest of the field done. Which is intriguing. We'll see how this fits. But yeah. It is a little bit of an odd shape. Okay, let's lift this then. And round. That was close. I nearly didn't manage to drop the header then. We are nearly 50% full. I can see our T7 on the way back there. It'll be interesting to see the route the T7 took. I've had a lot of people going or saying that their version of Courseplay hasn't avoided the crops in the same way as mine has, and I'm just wondering if it might have something to do with the vehicle AI extension. It's a definite weird one, that. I don't know if I've got something enabled or something like that, but certainly, as we showed last time, my my Courseplay tractor is definitely avoiding the crop, and we'll see if it does it again now. Now that we're cutting into the middle of the field, we'll see if it's still able to avoid the crop. Now, I will be intrigued to see it do it. We're not that far from it having to come and unload us. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, here it comes. So yeah, look. He's coming down the field, avoiding the crop and coming into the area. That is awesome. There was a time Courseplay would have just taken the most direct route to where I am. But that definitely is not. So he's positioning himself now to unload on the way back. Courseplay has come a long way in 17. It really has. I think this is my favourite time in the life cycle of Farm Sim, because this is the time when the mods for this version of the game are absolutely optimum, are absolutely at their utter best. And it's the time when I go, oh, that's brilliant, this game is now everything it should be. And then, of course, I get the dread that I'm not going to have all these fantastic mods at the start of the next game. But then, you know, Courseplay for FS19, when it comes out, should be like this, should work in this way. So, and hopefully Courseplay will come out for FS19. There we go, he's done. But it's, yeah, it is that slight fear. And this is the time when you've got, you know, the most amazing maps out as well. Where mappers really perfected their art for the game. And you're getting some really awesome maps out. And you kind of look through them and you go, how do I choose from one of these? Yeah, it's utterly amazing. That's why I love this game. I don't know whether we have 2 cuts or... No, I think we only have 1 cut. I think I've misjudged it ever so slightly. I think I wanted to do 3 cuts from the other end. Well, that's okay. We might just take this... if we're not completely clear on it, we might just do 1 more strip from this side. In fact, it kind of wants 2. Do you know we've got... Well, we're almost 2 trailerfuls off here already. We've had a phenomenal amount of wheat off this field. Really have. And I really quite like the yield on this. Yeah, I think we want 1 more cut from this side. So we will do that. That'll probably help us as well. I think, unless we have a return here, no, which we won't. I think what we'll have is we'll come and take that other side off, because we won't hit 75% on this side anyway. So I don't want to be cutting in, having, you know, not hit the 75%. Or the 70% to unload, because then we will just be creating problems for ourselves. And then it's just the question of where to cut in. I think, yeah, we're probably going to be cutting about 3 in again on that long side, and then trying to take out that really long bit as quickly as possible. And that will hit a yeah. We want to then be unloading on the return of that. So yeah, we want to go that way. Head up to the far end of the field. So 3 cuts in. That then should work really nicely. %69%, absolutely perfect. The tractor will not budge until we do that 1 more %. There we go. And in again. Right. So I'll get our auger out because here he comes. This is as close to real harvesting as I've ever come in this game. And I'm loving this. I really am. This is awesome. To have the tractor reacting as a karting tractor actually would is utterly fantastic. I'm loving that so much. It's just completely perfect. Wow. So I won't be. I will be baling this field in the live stream that I will be doing after recording this video, which actually will happen before this video goes out. So if you want to check out the archive to that, should be up at this point. And yeah, so you can go and check out the baling that I've done on this. Because yeah, we will do the baling in the live stream. We will probably do some bale stacking from this field next time, I think. So leave some of the bales here to stack. We are going to get a lot of bales. And I think what we'll do is we'll do some bale stacking and composting. Right, so 1, 2, 3. We'll go in here. Cut in here. Yeah, to be sending a full trailer, so three rows seems to be pretty good actually for us putting an entire trailer in before it goes to do a cut-in. It's pretty good for us. I think that will be effective this time because this is a very long cut. We're gonna be at least 50%, if not more, doing this single run. Yeah, we're at 25% already. We did have a little bit at the tank before we started this row, but yeah. I think we're going to be 50% plus by the time we finish this row. That means that our tractor will be unloading us on the return. You can also see actually that this will be the only... Oh no, we'll have 2 long runs. So we'll have this one and we'll have the next one on our right. Yeah, it may have been wise to actually have gone back along the other one, but never mind. It's too late now. We will see where our tractor gets to. Yeah, you see, we're coming out. We're actually coming out here, which is not quite where I thought I would. What I might do is, because of the way this is, I might cut this as a block actually. I think that would be a much better way to do this. So this is the other way of doing this. Take out this end. Yeah. So it is a long run, but it's not the same kind of long run. We'll see where's our tractor got to. Oh, he is on the way back. So by the time we hit 70%, he should be coming back into the field. We'll get our thing out just to make sure. Yeah, augers out. So he will be expecting us, or expecting an unload. Either way. Yeah, he's going to get back to the field before we hit 70%. We will probably... Yeah, we're going to head up to the other end of the field to get this finished. It's whether we hit the 70% before we hit the end of this row. I think we're going to. Yeah, we're definitely going to. But much easier to get this bit out this way. And then we're not worrying about having to sort this later. Yeah, there's 75%. He is on his way. Sun is setting. Yeah, want to get this field out before the end of this day. And yeah, we just have one other long run to run then. We'll lift at the end. So we are going to do this entire field, this video. So it will be a slightly longer video so that we can get this out. But we will get it out. We'll turn our lights on as well. And away we go. And moisture content should be fine for another hour or so. We'll have grain dryers in there as well, so we can go a little bit higher on the moisture content. English farm, I wouldn't like to go all night. Oh, there we go. And away we go. Back at it. So yeah, once we've knocked this out, we've then just got to knock the next bit out. Which is not a big bit. It's not got a lot of length to it, so we should be fine. This will take us up to. Oh, now here becomes a question. We're gonna have to cut in. I think we'll probably take the long bit off here on this side. Let our tractor. That'll let our tractor empty. And then that will solve the problem of us maybe needing to empty. And then we'll cut into the middle of what's left. And that will allow us to then swiftly finish off the field. Yeah, should definitely work well that way, I think. And this is the thing, it's the method and the way you cut the field obviously have to adjust. To make sure that you get try and cut the field in the most efficient way, and normally that is cutting through the middle and then opening that gap up. But in instances like this where you have a long bit that you would then just be doing lots of driving around, just makes sense to treat it as a block and do it that way. 27% full, okay. Hoping we're gonna get the high, well, maybe into the 40s on this row, because we need to empty the tractor at the end of the next one, or by the end of the next run. Yeah, it's not very thick at this end here. There we go. 35. Yeah, we're going to be in the high 30s at the end of this row. Which means that, yeah, we only have to get... There we go, 40. Oh, that's better than I'd hoped. So that means that we should now... Yeah, this will cut fairly quick because it's a big triangle. Where's our tractor? Oh, there he is. Yeah. The light is fading fairly quickly at this point. We did used to harvest until about, I think we used to finish about 9:30 at night. Yeah, you go as long as you could, basically. And the sun would set, and as long as you were still getting a fairly low moisture content, you were fine. But we never really ever went beyond about 9 o'clock. British weather just, or British climate just doesn't allow that. Although having said that, this is of course 20 years ago, so modern grain drying and modern harvest setups may let you go longer, may let you go deeper into the night. But to be perfectly honest, during the harvest time, you don't want to be going deeper into the night anyway, unless you have a ridiculously huge amount of crop to harvest. In which case, my next question would be, why haven't you got more combines? You don't need to. You shouldn't need to. Because it costs you more in wages going later into the night, because it's all overtime pay. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're at 73%. We're going to have to empty him out before we go. Yeah, I'm mucking him about now. Oh. Empty you out here. No? Okay. There we go. And now I can just reverse up. I'm going to go in the middle-ish, I think. I'm hoping this gets him full enough to go. Don't know if that is. I don't know if he's got drive at 80% or drive at 90%. Oh, of course. Right, he's not got drive at 80%. So we're going to have to send him off. I want him to go and tip. So drive now. There we go. That will get him out of the way. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. That is a good place. And we don't need course player. Yeah, send him off. We will probably finish most of this field at this point by the time he gets back. Which will be good. That is a gorgeous sunset. That is utterly fantastic. One of the best set of FS screenshots I've ever seen, I think. That is just so beautiful. And part of the reason I love this map is just amazing. There we go. And lift. And wow. Yeah, this will now knock this out. And because of the way we're doing it, it slopes in the right way. This triangle. which is good. How does this look from the other way around? Yeah. That is utterly gorgeous. It really is. So this is the last little bit of the field to do. As I said, this is a longer than normal video. So I hope you enjoy. And yeah. Right, and up. There we go. Turn some of my lights off. Want to keep those all on because it'll not only help me to see, I'll help you guys to see as well. It is. This is absolutely my favourite part of this game, and I just find it so relaxing sitting in this combine and just in any combining game, and just doing this, just doing the harvest is just so much fun, so nice. I just relax into it and. You know, maybe put some mellow music on and just there we go. Relax into the day, or relax at the end of the day. Of course, Eddie is back tomorrow. Just trying to work out what. Oh, so Eddie's going to be doing some seeding on Ballincraig tomorrow. And then we will be back to the abandoned forest on Friday. Back on here on Sunday. So yeah, there'll be another Eddie. Back to Ballincraig on Saturday and then back here on Sunday. We'll be live streaming from Oregon Springs on Friday. Oh, why didn't that work? Because it was the wrong button. You see, it's getting to the end of the day. Where's our tractor? Oh, he is here. Good. Yeah, because we're about ready to empty. We should get... we might get another full tank off this field. That's a distinct possibility. Yeah, there we go, 75%. He has got to come all the way across the field, but he is coming. There we go. Yeah. Round the crop. I am blown away by that on Courseplay. I really am. That is something I wanted from Courseplay ever since I first saw it, ever since I first used it. That thing of it not going through the crops and detecting where the edge of the crop is. And now to see it is just fantastic. I'm slightly scared to upgrade my version of Courseplay with... people have been saying it's not doing that for them. And I am wondering if it's got something to do with the vehicle AI extension. It would be nice if those two things were working together and doing that. This is a long way from the rest of the field. To cut in, and we'll cut into roughly the middle. Right, and There we go. Round. One, two. Yeah, 3 is perfect here. And we'll have it out. And what we'll do is we will call the tractor when we're doing that last bit. And wow, I want to get this last little bit actually before I do that return. Really? So we'll get that last little bit and then we'll reverse up a bit. So we have lots more harvest to do on this map. We need to get our field of canola up. We need to get our field of corn up. And then we've got the sugar beet as well. And hopefully all this should allow us to purchase a new field. Press driver. Nope. Coming? Yes, he's coming. Good. As the sun disappears down over the horizon. And we hit the... Well, it's going to be about just under 45 minutes this episode, I think. But that is the field done. So while that's emptying out, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time. Goodbye.